What's up guys, it's Denodon here, and today I am back in Kinetic Void, where I have built this ship here, the Servitude, in response to a couple of you asking me to build a battleship in this game. And so that's what this is. It is pretty big, and I'll start from the front here, because it's easiest, where you've got this sort of bridge structure thingy. Then you've got these two giant guns. It's hard to tell what the scale of these things are normally, but those are rail guns. Then you've got these dishes on the sides here. Now what these are doing are these are controlling the drones from these hangars. There's 4 hangars, 2 on either side. I just put them in there because that fit pretty nicely as you look at that. And then yeah, what you've also got is you've got these turrets. These turrets all have 360 degrees fields of fire, which is really nice. That means that they can fire in all directions, whereas these railguns can only fire forwards. Now if we look on the underside, you'll see I've got another row of turrets down here, which means they've all got a lot of firepower. Those have got actual heavy cannons in them, so you know, lots of firepower on this. Then the drones I've got a missile drone, and I've got some laser drones to mix up the damage. Got some tanks for storing who knows what. All these pipes running along the sides. I wanted to build a bridge sort of elevated, you know, like that command ship from Star Wars and like the, you know, what are they called, Star Destroyers and that. So that's what this bit is here. You got like a secondary auxiliary bridge, which if you look, you've got quite a big view actually. And then if we move on towards the back, you'll see another set of turrets at the back here. And then the piece de resistance, or however you pronounce it, because I'm not French, is all these engines here. Now, believe it or not, even with all these engines, including that cluster around the middle, this ship is still really damn slow, and I mean really slow. Which is, I suppose, understandable because it's a battleship, but yeah, so that's what it looks like on the side profile. I reckon that looks pretty cool if you ask me. You know, it's the biggest ship I've ever built in this game. I've seen people build way better ships, but of course, people with more time than me or know more what they do can, you know, make things look better. But yeah, so I'll just show you some of the basic info. You can see we've got 2.6 million in mass. I'm assuming that's tons. We've got 31.3 million like durability, because it's a lot. We've got more power than we need, surprisingly. And then the hull resistances, which are where all that mass came up. I tried to make them sort of evenly spread, as you can see here, which helps. Thrust info, you can see we've got 1.12 million tons of thrust, I suppose that is, pushing from the back, and a bit less on all the other directions, but that's to be understanded. Then sensors, we've got sensor range of 12.5k, and max targets of 2, because I couldn't figure out any way to get better ones, so we'll turn those off. Kinetic field, you can see we got a 2 million strong field, so basically a lot of this is hull tanked, or armor tanked if you know it from like EVE Online and that, where the shield takes the initial damage, but then most of your actual strength is in your hull. So that's where you want to try and defend yourself with. And then cargo, I threw on 405 cubic meters of cargo space, even though I'm not really using this for cargo, because, you know, it's good to have. And then, you know, if we go into the weapon manager, you can see all these weapons had to be configured. And then I'll have to show you when we go in-game now, as to what the drones are like. So here we are in friendly space. Now the first thing we want to do, of course, is to, you know, fire up our engines. And you can see we've got really red from the back there. And you'll see we kind of max out at around 54-55 meters a second. We're not very fast. Also, I've got these abilities which I'm going to set to repair my armor, which is using this power here. But as my power being produced is more than that's being used by the repairer, then you can see that, you know, my repairing is going up. So, I've got a mission here, but I don't see where he's pointing. Oh, over there, I think. So, we can go there and have a look at what this mission is, shall we? So here we are, we're at the mission marker, and at the moment I don't see anything, like, in our general area. Got a nice sort of, you know, sun flare there, little lens flare even. Are you gonna jump? Yep, you're gonna jump. Good. So let's jump through, fly through this space effect. That is pretty useful. But the ship is completely black in this. I'm not sure if that's a bug, probably. I mean, that looks kind of cool. Looks really menacing, actually. But yeah, just look at that from the front. Jeez. The big bulky bastard. That's what I should have called it. As I said, I'm no good with names. Oh, we're straight away in a fight. We've got that guy. Oh, he's a miner and he's dead already. Wow. So we've got all these ships around here. Look at all these guns firing away, blowing them up so quickly. Let's get our drones out. So let's go to the drone manager. Let's select all our drones. I think we have to select them manually at the moment, which is annoying. And set launch drones. So we let them all launch. I don't know how long that takes. I also don't know why, you know, that drone window only comes up with that thing, but who knows. So we've got all these small mining ships here, like you've got mining ship there. And his shield's up, but he's got no hull health, which is interesting. So let's send the drones on him in case our guns can't finish him off. Oh, they're picking at him. You can see the explosions. He's within range. I'm not sure why he hasn't died yet. That's interesting. But all those guns firing away. That's a lot of firepower going on right now. And he's out of range, and he didn't die, so I think that's a bug. What do we got around here? We've got junk. That's not, you know, us, of course. Let's find a ship that might be a more worthy target. We've got a destroyer. My destroyer, actually. Some frigate, if you guys remember that one. Yeah, that one's down there. It is quite a fair bit away. Have we got anything closer? These are all fighters. Last time I jumped in here, we had a battleship, so maybe I should try the next station along. What do we got down there? That's the light fighter. Up here, we've got, yep, speedy frigate, another one of mine. And some combat ship, another one of mine. That's the corvette. So, yeah, I don't see any good targets here. Let's just close those up. So, how about we jump in and we go see for another spot. So I jumped into another system and I came across this guy here who is also a battle cruiser, the Adamant. We devastated his shield, but again he was able to outrun us as he's doing here. So I think the lesson is I need to put, you know, better engines on this ship because this lot isn't enough to enable it so my guys can actually catch up and they can't run away. And I need to probably give like a grappler weapon or something to make it easier to, you know, stop them from being able to get away. But, I don't know. Until then, we'll see what happens. I'm Denodon. This is Kinetic Void. Safe landings.